It is unusually hot. Would you guys say so? Unusually hot. We've had heat anomalies in so many different places. In Texas, the Gulf is yielding its own storms, isn't it? It's very, it's going to be a track of something very normal. It's kind of become quite normal. The temperatures are incredibly hot there. And Texas, period, all of you guys in the southern regions of the USA, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Oklahoma, those places, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, make sure that you understand about cooling yourselves. Make sure you understand that. The heat is going to be very devastating. We're still having or experiencing all four seasons all at the same time. That will also continue. We're going to have heat waves followed by sheer drops in temperatures all around the place. Right? So be ready for that. Be ready. All you guys that live in Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, Oklahoma, naturally. Those areas are very dry, especially New Mexico and Arizona, Nevada, California. They're very dry places, parts of Utah. Colorado, when you come out of the mountains, is very, very dry. Those dry climates are going to turn into temperate forest climates. Be ready for that. And what that means is this. We're going to have a change in how the wind is blowing. Right? Can you guys imagine if the jet stream came from the east and traveled to the west? That means Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Los Angeles, Arkansas, and Texas would become desert regions. That includes Tennessee and Kentucky, southern West Virginia, North Carolina. That includes those states as well. That will turn into an area much like Arizona. So if you take the U.S. map, right, and you print that map on a transparency, turn it over or turn it to the sides, you're going to have a reversal of the areas that are dry and the areas that are wet. Also, on the East Coast, due to the Appalachian Mountain, that chain coming down, right, through Ohio and West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, that's going to cause a trap for moisture in a lot of cases. Right there at its western face is going to be devastating. So get ready for that. The entire weather modeling system is going to be thrown off, right? Weather will become a great fear of people. They're going to hear that we're going to have thunderstorms. Many people are going to instantly worry about flooding. Instantly, right? People are going to be so tired of flooding, right? Now, also, when these variants start to alter, water is going to be a problem. Mildew is going to be a problem. Infestation of bugs, different type of bugs that will hop regions. That's going to be a problem. For example, scorpions will migrate all the way to South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, obviously Florida, Ohio, Kentucky, right? They're not used to scorpions out there like they are in Arizona. All of this because of the climate and what it's actually doing, right? This climate change that we are experiencing is solar system wide. So it's happening to all the planets. But it's going to be very unfortunate in a lot of ways, especially here at the end, because we're not used to those changes. Those are drastic changes. And when it comes to snow and La Niñas and El Niños, imagine those coming from different areas of the Atlantic. We're talking about a full exchange of arid to temperate forest regions, wet to dry regions, and vice versa. further dips in the jet stream, which cause it to be very volatile. The Gulf is still going to be hot, but most of those storms are going to devastate Mexico when this happens. I personally believe that the natural rotation of the earth is not what we have right now. It's just not. They kind of find this out every time they launch a vehicle. Haven't you guys ever wondered why, right? In space, haven't you ever wondered why they have to wait till a certain day to launch a spacecraft? Anybody? You ever wonder or why they have to wait till a certain day to bring it down again? And that's because of velocities, escape velocities, orbit velocities. You have to reach those velocities. You simply can't go straight up. Well, with a change in the atmosphere, that's going to be altered. But it's going to alter something else, which is why Air Force Command and Space Command are so nervous. They are also in a rush to get their systems up to par, because once we have this atmospheric change and rotational change, right, that's going to cause satellites big inertia problems, big friction problems. That's not going to be too good. For example, there are a lot of things that people don't know about in space, like the ISS. You guys do realize they're talking about full evacuation of the ISS, International Space Station, right? Full evacuation. They're not the only station that's thinking about this. They don't want to be caught in space, given the meteor shower that's coming and several other things that's coming, which is why GPS has a redundant backup here on the face of the earth now. Cell phone towers, they are the redundant backup for communications all across the face of the earth. Satellite phone and those communications are being highly guarded right now. They're always needed in tactical situations. It's just been a long time since we had the technology we have right now. And in addition to that, a world war. But that approaches very quickly.